Hi, good morning to one and all. Myself, A. Ramanjnailu. Okay, today I am going to explain how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams for simply supported beam. So it is subjected to UDL, that is uniformly distributed load. Okay, here coming to problem. The problem is given that draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams for a simply supported beam. The type of the beam is simply supported beam. Next, the beam of length 9 meters and carries a UDL of 10 kilonewton per meter for a distance of 6 meters from left end. 6 meters from left end with the load 10 kilonewton per meter. Okay. The starting point is left end. Okay. It is applying a load of 10 kilonewton per meter for a distance of 6 meters from its left end. Okay, like that we need to draw the beam first of all draw the beam based on the given data. Okay, here the type of the beam is simply supported beam. For that I am drawing a simply supported beam. It is the left support and it is the right end support. Okay, the distance between these two supports, that means length of the beam, they given that 9 meters. The total length of the beam is 9 meters. Okay, next here the UDL is applying 6 meters from itself. It is the left end, from left end to it is applying 6 meters. Suppose consider this point as 6 meters from left end. Okay, it is the UDL load, that means uniformly distributed load. The load value, that is 10 kilonewton per meter. Okay, here the distance from this point to this point is 6 meters. Okay, this B and this point is C and this one is A, B, C. Okay, for this beam we need to draw the shear force and bending moment. For simply supported beam we need to calculate reaction forces. Okay, first I am calculating the reaction forces. Here we know that it is the RA and this one is RB. Okay, RA plus RB is equals to total load on the beam. Here total load on the beam we can calculate. Here 10, the load is given that 10. First we need to convert this load, this one, into point load. Okay, it is A, B and this one is C. Here the load is applying A to C, so that I am converting this UDL into point load. It is applying midpoint of AC, that is 10 into 6 meters. It is applying on 6 meters, so that it is W and this is W into X. 10 into 6, that equals to 60 kilonewton per meter. Okay, kilonewtons, it is the converter load, so that is 60 kilonewton. Okay, here the distance is, it is total 9 meters. Okay, from this point to this point is 6 meters, so that this distance is 3 meters. Okay, this is point C. Okay, we need to calculate shear force and bending moment at point A, B, C. A, B and C. At these points we need to calculate shear force and bending moment values. Okay, first calculate total load on the beam. Here the total load on the beam is 60 kilonewton. Okay, that equals to 60 kilonewtons. We need to find out RA and RB. For this, taking moment about A, and equate to 0. Okay, that is RB into 9. Here RB is acting anti-clockwise, so that it taken as positive. Next, the load is acting right side of A, it is acting clockwise, so that I indicated minus of 60 with the distance from this point to this point is total distance is 6, so that it is the midpoint, so that it is the distance between from this point to this point is 3, so that 60 into 3 that equals to 0. Therefore RB into 9 is equals to 180. Therefore RB is equals to 20 kilonewtons. Okay, similarly calculate RA from, suppose consider it is equation 1. Substitute RB value in equation, we will get RA plus 20 is equals to 60. Therefore RA is equals to 40 kilonewtons. From this we calculated RA and RB values. Okay, here RB is 20 kilonewtons and RA is 40 kilonewtons. Okay, next we need to calculate shear force and bending moment values. Shear force and bending moment. First I am calculating shear force value. Shear force at point B. At point B having reaction force, so that we need to calculate before and after load. Before load, that means without consideration of RB, that equals to 0. Similarly shear force at point B by considering the load on point B, that is reaction force, that is after load, that equals to, it is acting upward direction. Upward direction means it is negative, minus 20 kilonewtons. Similarly shear force at point C. Before load, here on point C there is no load, so that we can calculate only one value, before and after not required. So the shear force at point C, that is right side of point C, only one reaction force acting, that is acting upward, so that it can taken as minus value. Okay, next similarly shear force at point A. At point A having one reaction force, so that we need to calculate before and after load. Before load is, that means we need to consider right side of point A. Right side of point A having two loads, that is one reaction force and another one is converter load. Here RB is acting upward, so that it can taken as minus value, and the load is acting downward, so that it can be taken as positive value, plus 60. Therefore 40 kilonewtons is acting at point A. It is the shear force at point A before load. Okay, next similarly we need to calculate shear force at point A after load. After load means we need to consider the reaction force at point A. Okay, before load is 40. By considering the reaction force, that means reaction force is acting upward direction, so that it can taken as minus value, so that reaction force at point A after load is 0. Okay, by this by the shear force at point A, B, C, by using these values you can draw the shear force diagram. First draw the baseline. And give the notation A, B, C. Okay, shear force at point B, before load is 0, after load minus 20. Shear force at point C minus 20. Shear force at point A before load is 40. Before load is 40, after load is 0. Okay, like this we need to draw the shear force diagram. It is the minus value and this one is positive. It is the baseline and it is the straight line and it is the horizontal line. This value is 20 kilonewton and this one is 20 and this one is 40. Okay, it is point B, C, D, E, and this point you can taken as F. Here at one point the shear force value is 0. We need to find out how much distance from left side or right side. We can take an anyway, no problem. Okay, in this case I am taking from right side. Okay, this distance already we know 3 meters. Okay, only from this point to this point we taken as x. Okay, x distance from C. For this condition, shear force at x is 0. Shear force at x point is 0. So that we need to find out the distance at shear force x is equals to 0 from point C. So that we need to calculate shear force at point x. So that we need to consider the right side of the load. On the point there is no load, so that we need to calculate right side of this x. Okay, at this point we need to calculate. Therefore shear force is 0. At this point we need to calculate right side having one shear force, that is minus 20. Next, here acting downward force having some UDL. It is acting on x distance, so that it can taken as plus. Acting downward means plus. The load value is 10. It is applying on x distance, so that it taken as 10x, that equals to 0. Therefore 10x is equals to 20. Therefore x is equals to 2 meters from C. Therefore x equals to 2. Calculated. Where the shear force is 0, at that point the bending moment is maximum, so that we need to calculate bending moment at where the shear force is 0. Okay, for that we calculated this x value. Okay, next we need to draw the bending moment. To draw the bending moment diagram, we need to calculate the bending moment at point A, B, C and at maximum values. Okay, for this I am calculating bending moment values. Okay, bending moment at point B. At point B there is no load. At point B there is no load, so that at point B, right side of B there is no load, so that it becomes 0. Next, bending moment at point C. At point C there is no load. Right side of C having one reaction force, that is acting anti-clockwise, so that it can be taken as positive, that is 20. It is acting 3 meters from point C. 20 into 3, so that the value of bending moment at point C is 60 kilonewton meter. Okay, next, similarly, bending moment at point A. Bending moment at point A is, we need to consider the right side of loads. Right side of A acting one reaction force and one converter load, so that reaction force is acting anti-clockwise, so that it can taken as positive. 20 into distance from reaction force to the point A is 9, minus, here the converter load, the value is 60, is acting 3 meters from point A, so that minus of 60 into 3, that equals to 0. Bending moment at point A is 0, so that we need to calculate bending moment at where shear force is 0. At that point bending moment value is maximum. Bending moment value is maximum, so that at that point we need to calculate bending moment at this point. We need to calculate right side having one reaction force, and at this point we need to calculate at this point. Okay, it is the shear force value is 0. Right side of this point having some UDL. Okay, this UDL acting at some distance, so that we need to consider that value. First we need to add the bending moment due to the reaction force, that is 20 into distance 3 plus x. X is 2. Next minus of 10. Here 10 is UDL load. It is acting on x distance. On x distance, that is 10 into 2. It is the load. It is acting at a distance of x by 2. X is 2 and by 2. Due to it is acting midpoint. Okay. That equals to 100 minus 20. That equals to 80 kilonewton meter. The maximum bending moment value at where the shear force is 0. The maximum bending moment is 80 and bending moment at point A is 0. And bending moment at point C is 60 kilonewton meter. Okay. Draw the bending moment diagram. For this, first you need to draw the baseline. First we need to draw the baseline for this. It is the baseline and this is the bending moment diagram, and this one is shear force diagram. At bending moment point A, B, C. At point B is 0. Next bending moment at point C is 60. Next bending moment at point A is 0. Next bending moment at point where the shear force is maximum at that point is 80. Okay. Here the curve should be drawn in from B to C is a straight line, because there is no load. There is no load, so that what happened, the variation from B to C is straight line. From C to B is applying UDL, so that the bending moment, the curve is parabolic curve. Okay. From A to C is also applying UDL, so that it can also be drawn by using parabolic curve. Only from B to C is a straight line, and this one is parabolic curve, and this one is also parabolic curve. Here the maximum value is 80. At this point the value of bending moment is 60. Okay. Like this we need to calculate the bending moment. It is the positive where the bending moment is positive, so that we drawn above the baseline. Okay. Observe, it is the given problem. First we drawn based on the given problem. First we drawn the beam. Next we converted UDL load into point load. Next from this we calculated reaction forces RA and RB by taking moments or equilibrium equation. Okay, we calculated RA and RB. Next we calculated shear force value, shear force at point A, B, C. Shear force at point A, B, C. Okay. Next, based on this shear force value, we draw the shear force diagram. Next, we calculated bending moment value. Okay. Based on the bending moment values, we draw bending moment diagram. It is the procedure for drawing shear force and bending moment diagrams when the beam is simply supported beam is subjected to UDL load. Okay, that is uniformly distributed load. Okay. Okay. Thanks for watching.